I wonder what people without all-wheel drive capability are doing right now. Introducing the all-new Seltos.
Please.
Okay, it's time to find.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA. It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Almost time to get to it. We'll be seeing the Portland Trail Blazers going up against the Los Angeles Clippers at Staples Center. Checking out the Clippers, they're enjoying a terrific postseason run. Only one loss so far. A definite title contender, but they're just taking it one game at a time. And here we are, the conference finals. So close to that grand stage, Shaq. What's the atmosphere back in the locker rooms right now?
Well, this is what they work all year to get to, but the job is not finished. You know, you still have to win 4 more games to win.
And your focus has to be on game one. Don't let yourself get caught up in this enormity of the moment. Just realize that there are a lot of people in the world who aren't even watching this game, and you have to be calm and cool and cool.
There's a lot of people not watching us right now?
Oh, yeah. Just as many people that are watching.
Have you lost your mind?
Right now.
There's more people not watching than watching. That's how I used to calm
I can't
myself.
confirm that.
Yeah. Me either. I think there are more people watching than not watching.
Exactly.
Then you're going to get all upset and all anxious then.
Yeah. Shivers and shivers.
Exactly.
There's Kevin Harlan.
Our cameras caught the Clippers arriving at their building and coming through the tunnel with a lot of style and confidence. And the game arrival, sponsored by Express. Dress like a pro. The bronze likeness of Lakers great Magic Johnson that can be found just outside the front door of our location today, the Staples Center. 2 Western teams have run the gauntlet. Only one can emerge victorious to claim a spot in the finals. Game 1 of the Western Conference Finals begins in a moment. With Brett Barry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be joining us on the sideline as well. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Anthony out there with Hood, and it's Whiteside in at the 5 down low. And for Los Angeles, Marcus Morris is out there with Montrezl Harrell. Then there's Reggie Jackson. Then it's Paul George, and it's Leonard in at the 3. Clippers win the tip. And what a moment for these teams as this important game 1 of the Western Conference Finals is getting going here. Outside Jackson. To the paint. Here's Morris. And Morris throws it down.
And you want more of this from Jackson. The more unselfish he is, the better the team.
Anthony left side. It's stolen by Morris. Leonard with the ball. Now guarded by Hood. McCollum outside. Over George. And McCollum the bucket on the assist by Lillard.
That's a nice J off the pass there. CJ's shot has a great release point. And when he squares up like that, Kevin, you can count it.
Inside. And Morris throws it down.
Leaping ability is off the charts. Not the biggest power forward, but outstanding at rising up off the ground.
Here's Anthony. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Melo showing some muscle. Impressive right there with that physical finish.
He has a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Kevin, Doc Rivers gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. He told me he feels good about their chances, but he does want to guard against overconfidence. He said, we worked hard during the regular season to earn home court advantage in this series. We have to continue to work hard and make the most of our opportunities if we want to achieve our ultimate goal. Kevin?
Thank you, David.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Lillard misses.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
Gets it to fall from the right block.
Look, I know everybody wants to play point guard, but when Whiteside starts to do it, look out.
Knocked away and stolen by Lillard. Tries from 10. Anthony with the bucket. If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Jackson against Lillard. Jackson passes to Morris. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Damian Lillard.
Yeah, and of course, Marcus with a twin brother, Marquise, went to college together, played in the pros together. You'll have a hard time finding a closer pair of siblings.
Zubac is checked in for the Clippers. Williams comes in for Jackson. And Morris drops them both.
A great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
It's stolen by Morris. Williams attacking. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
He's so good at driving to the rim. Even though he's a little bit older, Williams still with great speed, change of pace, and picks the right angle.
Good on the shot. McCollum's got his second basket.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up, GA. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Now here's Williams. Here's Leonard. And it's Hassan Whiteside with the rebound. 1:46 left here in the opening quarter. Here's Ariza. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
A strong finisher around the rim. Ariza with the size to do some damage.
Outside Williams. And the wide open shot from Morris. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Passes to Whiteside. Here's Nurkic. Zubac's defending. And Nurkic gets it to go.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here.
Well, whether things are good, bad, or indifferent, coaches will have adjustments to make throughout the course of the game.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
Patterson, he's checked in for the Clippers. Patrick Beverly comes in for George. Little, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Bounce pass from Williams. Here's Leonard. The basket is good off the assist from Williams.
Well, being aggressive in the painted area, you love the attacking element that Kawhi Leonard brings to the game.
Ariza with the bucket.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And it's Williams with the ball for the Clippers. They trail by 3. A floater. And the rebound by Nurkic. For Portland, they've gone 8 of 10 shooting, coming out very strong. Ariza, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Trevor Ariza, one of those hard hat guys who you know you're going to get what you get from him on a nightly basis. Guard on defense and be a capable three-point shooter. Just comes to do his job.
So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. And here's Leonard from 3. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
This has not been a good quarter right here. Shot has been off the mark, and now it looks, Kevin, like he's pressing a bit.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Pass to Zubac. Now Patterson. Sinks the three-pointer.
Great sign when Patterson's connecting from deep. Everything for this offense starts to loosen up.
And McCollum launches it from deep. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so, both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. Portland out in front. They lead by 3. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. Ball Paul George had that nasty broken leg back in 2014. He describes what inspired him to come back even stronger.
My inspiration really came from my mother. You know, her dealing with stroke, her dealing with really being down and out. You know, I saw her fight back. That was enough for me in my darkest days. I knew it was nothing to what my mom went through, and she came out perfectly fine. So.
Well, what a story. George worked hard to get back and is not disappointed in his return.
You know, recovering from a devastating injury is never easy, but George's perspective and commitment helped him to overcome it.
And we're ready to get back into the action here in game one. Let's see what this quarter has in store for us. And taking a look at the Trailblazers' performance here, boys, what do you think they're doing or not doing?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
On the floor for Portland, you've got Yusuf Nurkic, Trevor Ariza out there with Little. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Trent in at the shooting guard position. In the corner, it's Little. Here's Williams. Fires for three. Little with the rebound. Trailblazers leading by 5. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Harrell comes in for Ivica Zubac. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Williams. And that one misses. The Clippers shooting 47% from the floor, getting it done. Here's Beverly. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Beverly's got his first bucket in this one.
Well, a lot of times we talk about good passing, but accurate passing is a huge quality of a good pass, and Leonard did it there.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Portland, they have shot 1 of 3 from the line tonight, missing 2 earlier on. He's off on the first.
Well, I love to watch Lillard play. He's from the Bay Area. That's where I'm from. Did you know that, Kevin? I mean, I'm a Bay Area product. We could talk more about that later. But he's fearless, heartless, and he usually saves his best for last. It's Lillard time in the fourth quarter.
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Here's Jackson. Great D that time from Nurkic. Portland leading by 6. And here's Little from 12 feet out. That one rolling around and rims out. Clippers have gotten only 1 of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. A flawless finish on the alley-oop.
Well, it's the golden age of point guards, and Patrick Beverly trying to show that he belongs amongst them. Great awareness on that play.
Here's Lillard. That one no good. So the Clippers will take it the other way. To the inside. Here's Patterson. And it's Patterson finishing it off.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. So timeout called here. The first for Portland. A different look for the Clippers. Marcus Morris comes in for Patrick Patterson. And it's Paul George in for Kawhi Leonard. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Whiteside's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Now here's Hood. No points in the game yet for him.
That right there was a tough shot from Rodney Hood.
Clippers trail by 4. Jackson with the bounce pass. Here's George. No good off the back of the rim.
Nobody getting a hand in his face in that painted area miss he's going to be disappointed with.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Clippers have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Jackson against Anthony. A 3 from Morris. Rebounded by Hood. Portland leading by 6. Little with the ball. George picks him up, and he banks in the layup. And it's 6 points for Nasir Little.
Heads up play by Rodney Hood.
And they double up Jackson. Down low. And Whiteside sends it back. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Whiteside. Side George. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Not going to go that time. Now Portland takes it the other way. Here's Lillard over Beverly. Again, the Trailblazers good for 2.
He's got a lot to do with the position that they're in. A very smart offensive performance tonight from him.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Now here's Jackson following the miss by Carmelo Anthony. George, that's a 2-pointer, and the Clippers miss again.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
To the middle, and the officials calling for a 3-second violation. A different look for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Patrick Beverly, and it's Williams in for Jackson. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Williams passes to Zubac. Back to Williams. Outside, George. And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That's his first foul. There's 38 seconds left now here in the second. In the corner, George with it. Shot clock at 5. Zubac trying to break loose.
Just cannot get anything to go. If there's going to be a way to get out of this hole, I don't think he'll be the one to do it.
That one goes in.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Here's George. Get it, and no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's Portland up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. What a defensive effort they put on Kawhi Leonard. It's rare to see him have the kind of trouble he's had tonight. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by.
Carmelo, you got some real numbers off the bench in the first half. How important is that contribution to the team?
Well, I mean, we always believe that we have one of the better benches in the NBA. And when they come to play like we're playing so far, you know, it makes it a tough game, it makes it a tough team to beat. Just hopefully we can keep that up.
I'm sure it puts confidence in you and in the coach going into the second half. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, y'all. We're reporting to you live here in this sold-out arena. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. Taking a look at the Trailblazers. Boy, have they ever started this series off on the right foot. They've thrown down the gauntlet here in Game 1 with their intensity and effectiveness on both ends of the floor. Now, they've got a little bit of an intimidation factor going into the second half. Shaq, how do you think the Trailblazers were playing?
Well, the offense is running on all cylinders. Guys are focused, executing, not playing outside of themselves. That's why their shooting percentage was so high. See it up there, and it's stratosphere. Anyway, they're mixing things up, which keeps the defense scrambling.
Kenny, what's your take on the Clippers?
Well, I think their problem is rebounding, Ernie. You know, when you're trying to come back in a game, every possession counts because each possession can turn into points, and you need to cut that deficit quickly.
That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. We go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
We're back at the Western Conference Final. Happy to have you with us here on 2K Sports. You have to like what we've seen so far from Damian Lillard.
There must be ice water in his veins. Such an important game, and he plays superb basketball in that opening half.
Yeah, GA, still interesting to see if in this second half he can find ways to get to those same spots.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Unable to get the ball in bounds, they get called for the 5-second violation.